Today, let's dive into a legendary figure in history. Cleopatra 7 Philopator 69 BCE, 30 BCE, who was the last active pharaoh of ancient Egypt, ruling from 51 BCE until her death. Stay through with us as we unravel her life, rise to power, relationship with her brother, Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, and her tragic death. Cleopatra was born in Alexandria, Egypt, to Ptolemy III Auletes, the ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom. Her mother is believed to be Cleopatra Tryphena, although some sources suggest she might have been a different woman. Cleopatra had several siblings, including Ptolemy III, Ptolemy XIV, and Arsinoe IV. After her father's death in 51 BCE, Cleopatra ascended to the throne alongside her brother Ptolemy V. The siblings were married, as was the custom among the Ptolemies, and Cleopatra became the dominant ruler. However, their relationship was tumultuous, and they soon became rival claimants to the throne. Cleopatra and Ptolemy III's reign was marked by power struggles and conflict. Ptolemy Thrust eventually forced Cleopatra to flee Alexandria, and she sought refuge in Syria. In 48 BCE, Cleopatra met Julius Caesar, the Roman general and statesman, when he arrived in Alexandria to collect a debt from Ptolemy XXX. Cleopatra famously smuggled herself into Caesar's chambers, allegedly wrapped in a carpet, to plead her case. This meeting marked the beginning of a romantic and strategic alliance between Cleopatra and Caesar. Caesar eventually sided with Cleopatra, and together they defeated Ptolemy VIII in the Battle of the Nile. He drowned in the Nile River while attempting to flee. Cleopatra soon became pregnant with Caesar's child, Caesarion, and Caesar became a key ally for Cleopatra, helping her to solidify her position as queen. In 44 BCE, Julius Caesar was assassinated by a group of senators in Rome. Cleopatra was devastated by his death and eventually returned to Egypt, where she faced a new challenge, the rise of her brother Ptolemy XIII, who sought to overthrow her. Cleopatra had Ptolemy XIV killed, allegedly by poisoning, and then became the sole ruler with her son Caesarion as her co-regent. After the death of Julius Caesar, she became involved with Mark Antony, one of Caesar's most powerful generals. Cleopatra and Mark Antony formed a close relationship, and they eventually became romantic partners. They had 3 children together, twins Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene, and son Ptolemy Philadelphus. They formed a powerful alliance that controlled much of the Mediterranean. In 31 BCE, Cleopatra and Antony faced off against Octavian, later known as Augustus Caesar, in the Battle of Actium. The battle was a disaster for Cleopatra and Antony, who retreated to Alexandria.
As Octavian's forces closed in on Alexandria, Cleopatra and Antony knew their situation was hopeless. Antony stabbed himself with his sword under the false impression that Cleopatra was dead. After burying him, Cleopatra took her own life. According to legend, Cleopatra died by allowing a poisonous asp Egyptian cobra to bite her, rather than submit to Octavian's mercy. The asp was said to have been smuggled into her chambers in a basket of figs. Cleopatra's death marked the end of the Ptolemaic kingdom and the beginning of the Roman period in Egypt. Cleopatra's legacy is complex and multifaceted. She was a skilled diplomat, strategist, and leader who navigated the treacherous waters of ancient politics with remarkable skill. Her relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony have become legendary, symbolizing the intersection of politics and romance. Despite her many achievements, Cleopatra's reputation has often been overshadowed by her personal life and relationships. Nevertheless, she remains one of the most fascinating and influential figures in history. 1. Cleopatra was a skilled mathematician and astronomer. She was known for her intelligence and education, and was said to have written several books on mathematics and astronomy. 2. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. While she ruled Egypt, Cleopatra was actually a member of the Greek Ptolemaic dynasty. 3. Cleopatra's famous beauty may be exaggerated. While ancient sources describe Cleopatra as beautiful, there is no contemporary evidence to support this claim. 4. Cleopatra was a shrewd businesswoman. She controlled Egypt's vast wealth and trade networks, and was known for her financial acumen. 5. Cleopatra was the first Ptolemaic ruler to learn the Egyptian language. She was known for her efforts to promote Egyptian culture and traditions. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more historical and fascinating content.